All right, good evening everyone. Welcome back dito sa pinakabalahurang podcast. I'll just leave it at there. Baka maging competitive ang iba na. I'm just kidding. To get the ball rolling, kasama po natin ngayon si former Senator Sonny Trillanes and of course, mayoral candidate in no less than Caloocan City. Kamusta, Senator? Fresh na fresh tayo.
I'm good, Richard. So, welcome. Thank you for inviting me again dito sa ano nyo, sa podcast mo.
You could have said welcome back kasi actually 2 days ako na stranded sa India. Of all
Ah,
places, kaya sobrang pagod itsura ko. Um, uh,
yeah, yeah.
but even while I was stranded, Senator, I actually got to interview, obviously via Zoom, Congressman Percy Sardania, who sponsored the first impeachment complaint laban kay Sara Duterte. So ang position niya is very clear. Kung gusto, may paraan at ang issue dito ay prinsipyo. Hindi po issue dito ay dapat sigurista ka. If you're sigurista, nothing happens in politics because nothing is for sure. So his position, Congressman Percy Dan's position is you have to do what is right and then work it from there to build up the numbers if ever wala. Let me now get naman your position, Senator, because you have been one of the most vocal proponents for accountability for everyone,
Yes.
most especially itong pamilya na to. First of all, Senator, let me ask you, yung latest meltdown na nangyari kay Sarah, what does that tell us really na hindi pa natin alam by this time? Do you think by this time medyo kailangan mamulat na yung ibang tao na hindi pa rin nila nakikita ang dapat makita?
Okay. First, dun sa sinabi mo about statement ni Congressman Sendanya, I totally agree with him na ano ito, kaya tong gawin. And Siyempre, hypothetically, we can talk about that later kung ano mga pwede maging senaryo. Pero at this point in time, yun nga eh. This is the right thing to do. Marami kasi sa mga, ano bang term mo doon? Mga
Kaibigan
nether,
natin,
mga
kaibigan ni
kaibigan
Member
natin.
Marcos. I think that's
Oo, oo
sinabi.
eh. Even from the ranks nung mga pinks, masyado na sila nagiging cynical. Siguro, cynical about life in general or about the Filipino politicians. Pero we cannot afford na maging ano tayo, parang hopeless yung situation. Hindi. 'Di ba? This is the right thing to do and it was already done. At yun nga, happy tayo dapat na ang namuno at nanguna dito sa impeachment complaints na to ay yung mga from our ranks, ano, yung civil society, yung mga uh, yung opposition, tapos itong akbayan ang nag-endorse. So yun dapat. Let's give it the energy, the positive energy that it needs to get things rolling. No? Yung mga iba kasi yung sinasabi about the timing. Ngayon, you mentioned about yung meltdown. Alam mo, yung second meltdown ni Sarah, kaya nga dito mo natin makikita na yun yung perfect time to file it, which is now. Kasi kung before the second meltdown yung na-file itong impeachment, looking back, marami pa rin mga taong hindi gaanong sold to the idea that krung-krung itong si Sarah, no? The first one was bad enough pero hindi gaanong ano yun kumalat, di gaanong kumalat. Kaya kung na-file yung impeachment back then, baka ano pa mas malakas yung pushback, mas malakas yung base nila. Pero with the second meltdown, talagang it's clear to everyone na she's a very dangerous person. And yun nga, yung prospect of having her um, succeed as a ano no as an acting president kung may mangyaring masama kay presidente no, God forbid,
God forbid.
paano na yon, di ba? It would be terrible for our democracy, for human rights, for everyone. Talagang bibira lang ito yung wrath ni Sarah. Nakita mo may anger management issue siya eh. Ah, Kaya you don't give presidential power to such persons. Kaya ngayon, eksakto itong impeachment complaint na to na na-file to ngayon kasi tapos na. Kung anong mga depende sa threshold mo sa amin. Sa atin, probably yung threshold natin, na-reach na early on. Pero yung mga pasensyosong mga Pilipino ay talaga nalagpasan na. Kaya this is the right time to push this thing.
So I think you came in strongly dun sa question ng timing because at least ngayon talagang kitang-kita ng tao anong pinag-usapan dito. But Senator, pwede natin pag-usapan what are again, what are the grounds for impeachment here from a legal stance? Of course, impeachment is a political process in a sense that you need votes. Pero ano po yung legal mga grounds na ginamit? Parang everything except treason. And
Yeah.
obviously, treason only works during time of war. So,
Yeah.
siguro, are you saying that if there was treason law for peacetime, you may have pushed also for the... Because everything was covered. 20 plus pages.
Yes, sinight natin yung betrayal of public trust at maraming instances that she betrayed public trust. Meron siya yung dereliction of duty, yung abandonment of her post na pumunta sa Germany at the height of the super typhoon. Talagang wala siyang pakialam, di ba? So kailangan ma-cite yun. Sasabihin ng iba, hindi naman impeachable offense. Well, kailangan natin mapasama pa rin sa discussion yon. Kasi ano pa rin yon, as a senior official of government, you should be there manning your post during those times of calamities. Then, itong yung sinabi mong treason, yung hindi niya pagbigay ng support sa position ng government doon sa mga issues ng West Philippine Sea, betrayal of public trust din yon. And in fact, nagbibigay pa siya ng positions that actually favor China. So that's another one. Meron din tayong instances of corruption and bribery, yung sa confidential funds, yung sa what's this, yung peace and order funds niya sa Davao. Tapos meron yung bribery, yung tumanggap siya ng cheque from a drug lord during her time as the mayor. Tapos ito na yung mga lumabas dito, yung mga Mary Grace Piatos and everything else. Ngayon kasi yung mga lawyers would argue na kailangan yung covered lang yung panahon niya as vice president. Kaya nga ito political exercise. And when I read the Hamilton papers nung impeachment nung kay no, as part of our preparation sa Corona impeachment, sinabi doon, at least yung founding fathers ng US government, kaya nila binigay ito sa mga politiko instead of yung mga Supreme Court justices, kasi yung Supreme Court narrow yung kanilang appreciation of facts, no, and evidence. Yung kanila kung ano talaga, the law is the law. Pero yung sa pagpolitiko kasi mas marami siyang pwedeng i-consider. Hindi lang yung legal aspect, kundi yung political aspect and yung policy aspect. So diniscuss ko nga yan dun sa aking tweet na yung legal aspect is the evidence. May impeachable offense ba? Ginawa ba yon? O kung nakumit yon, sige, you proceed to the political question. The political question is yung mga sambayan ng Pilipino ba, the business community, the international community, and all the other sectors, na-perceive ba nila na guilty itong akusado at nararapat ba na sa mata nila, nararapat bang matanggal siya sa pwesto? That is the political question. If yes, you move to the third question, which is the policy question, whether removing her as vice president will be beneficial to our country now and in the immediate future. So yun yung considerations ng ng politician, ng senator judge, which is broader than yung consideration ng isang justice. So yun yung reason ng ginawa dun sa Hamilton Papers nung binabalangkas nila yung impeachment
Essentially, Senator,
during that
sinasabi
time.
mo ang kailangan natin dito hindi lang technical judicial assessment, political
Yes.
wisdom din ang kailangan. Essentially, national interest, 'di ba? The
Yes.
interest of the nation. So doon umaasa ka sa wisdom at
Mhm.
judiciousness, not necessarily judicial intervention but judiciousness ng mga senador, mga popularly elected legislators kasi
Yes.
mga justices hindi sila popular elected. I think that's another element that you want popular para may say din ng mga tao in a way in correcting a mistake, no?
Yes. And ang siguro pwede natin maihambing yan dun sa nangyari kay Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Ang argument ng mga prosecutors, impeachable offense yan and based on the evidence talaga na convict na talaga na commit talaga yung impeachable offense. Pero dun sa assessment ng mga mga politicians and ginamit nila yung mga pulso ng iba't ibang sektor, eh kahit na na-commit yung impeachable offense, pero mas beneficial for the country na manatili sa pwesto itong si Bill Clinton, and at the same time sa pananaw ng sambayanan ng US, parang sige, they're willing to give him a pass for that one, parang ganon. So yun yung mga diferensya nito. Otherwise, kung ano lang ito, legal talagang wala na siya, out na siya. So anyway, nasabi ko lang yan as a basis. But yung real politic naman dito kasi is ultimately may mga ibang motivations, ang ibang considerations yung mga senador natin, at it's not necessarily the larger interest of the country, but maaring yung kanilang personal, political, economic considerations. Kaya we'll get into that later on, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Again, salamat Senator for laying out the grounds no bakit pinili ang impeachment kasi mamaya pwede rin natin pag-usapan why not file criminal charges because she doesn't have an absolute immunity. We can discuss that separately but at least na laid out nyo na you need exercise of political wisdom and judiciousness and taking into consideration all factors pagdating sa interest ng bayan. So although, I mean, the Bill Clinton case parang medyo saan tayo mapunta dyan, Senator? But I see your point. Your point was if for majority of Americans from the understand politicians that certain let's just say inappropriate act as inappropriate as it was
Yeah.
does not undermine essentially yung national interest, did not undermine his ability to deliver. Because Clinton was a very popular president. He was very
Yes.
effective president, perhaps one of the most effective in recent
Mm.
memory. Although of course we can have a long conversation about his legacy and all of that. So yung sinasabi mo, actually hindi masama na may political consideration because not all politics is bad. There's also political wisdom. Actually, that's interesting, Senator, that you brought that angle kasi hindi lumalabas yan para sa atin, pag sinabing political, immediately negative eh. When people
Mm,
are not
mm.
saying that, actually legal is very narrow and technical. Well, political could be big picture, kumbaga, yung interest ng bayan, no? Um, Having said that, so para sa inyo, the timing is actually good. And Senator, do you think there's also enough time with elections coming soon? Or maybe not
Okay.
too soon? Yeah.
Yes. So, I mentioned about the timing. The timing is perfect after the second meltdown kasi mas maraming namulat doon. Kaya nga ngayon, kita mo, almost 10 days into the first filing of the impeachment complaint, meron ka bang naramdaman na strong backlash from any sector of society? Wala naman. Yung sinasabi na yung commentary ng INC, ano lang yun? Doon lang sa isang program nila yon. Pero hindi naman pwedeng isa, dalawang komentarista lang nagsasabing ayaw nila. Suddenly, you can project it or you can extrapolate it to mean the whole INC. Hindi naman, ano? So far, by and large, the business community, the civil society, the international community, and the public at large, hindi nag-push back against the filing of the impeachment. And this is good. Yan yung sounding board ng mga politiko. So, okay, you're getting there. Ngayon yung, is there enough time? Is there enough time? Yes. Kasi if we would reckon it from the Corona impeachment, it was filed
Number 12.
December 12. It was transmitted December 13, and the Senate convened as an impeachment court December 14. Nag-start yung hearing January upon resumption. Then, May, nagkaroon ng decision. So, it's practically the same thing. Ngayon, yung sinasabi nila na may election na. Yes, may election. Kasi yung senador, by then, would be wearing two hats. One as a senator and one as a senator judge. Yung hat niya as a senator, magkakaroon ng recess for campaign ng mga mid-February. But yung hat niya as the senator judge sa isang impeachment court, walang break yan. Pwede siyang magtuloy-tuloy. Everyday yung hearing namin noon. I can remember nung Corona impeachment. Kasi it's a constitutional duty. Mabibilang mo yan eh. Hihingiin mo sa prosecution. Ilan ang hearings na kailangan mo to present your case. O, sasabihin nila, let's say 20. O, tatanungin naman yung defense, ilan ang kailangan mong hearings to present your case? Sasabihin niya, 20. So ngayon, ipapasok mo na yung 40 na yon. Hindi ito kagaya ng mga regular courts na you can ask for a continuance or i-suspend mo yung proceedings, yung maraming delaying tactics. Walang ganon. Dito, ready or not, tuloy-tuloy yan. No? And we saw that every day yung hearings noon. Tapos ito yan, ang next question, yung sinasabi kasi 'di ba may mga drama tayo naririnig na ah, marami pa tayong gagawin, makakaapekto yun sa trabaho natin.
Madidistract tayo,
Oh,
madadivert yung
madidis.
attention natin.
Oh,
Divisive daw, Senator. What do you think
division.
about that?
Oh. But doon na lang muna sa first point na maraming gagawin,
Distraction.
makakaapekto sa trabaho. Hindi po, kasi yung regular session would be moved ng morning. Tapos yung afternoon, yan na yung impeachment trial. Tapos yung Friday noon, yung isa-set na yan for hearings ng mga bills. So hindi nawawala lang yung bakasyon ng mga senador. Pero yung oras para sa trabaho nandoon, hindi mawawala. Ngayon yung divisive, yung pagiging divisive, kasi ganito yan. Yes, it is divisive, but would you rather let this thing pass just like that, na walang accountability? Hindi rin. Well, kumbaga as a self-respecting nation, ganun na. Binalahura na nung vice president, yung presidente, tapos walang consequence. Paano yan? How can we move forward from that? There should be a closure. So, whether it's divisive or not, ang tanong dito, who caused the divisiveness in the first place? Di ba sila? O yung, if you trace it back, doon pa sa una, yung sa Tambaluslos issue, di ba? Nag-grant na siya kagad noon. Then, itong sa confidential funds, nung lumabas, nanawagan yung tatay niya. Then, ano sila, maisog rally calling for the AFP to intervene. Tapos pinagmumura na yung presidente, tapos yung mga cocaine, yung mga fake cocaine
Ay,
videos,
polvoron. Yeah,
polvoron,
tapos
yan.
may
So
AI-generated fake, at pa na
oh,
PM wants to want war in West Philippines. Yeah, I mean, destabilizers. I think that's the correct term, Senator.
yes.
They used to use
Oo,
that during Digong all the time, but I think they're the
yeah,
destabilizers now.
yun na precisely. So itong mga ito, they've been doing that. Tapos itong mga nagsasabing divisive yan, bakit hindi nyo sinasabi yan doon sa kabilang side when they were doing it? Di ba? They were destabilizing, they were being divisive. So, yung mga arguments naman na yan, ano yan? I think you can gloss over those static noise.
But of course, it raises the question of political interest. Now, obviously, pinag-usapan natin for quite some time, mukhang, at the very least, mukhang takot yung ibang senador na baka magkaroon ng backlash sa Solid South. And even if they're not running for re-election this cycle, it might come back to haunt them in the next election cycle, especially kung may ambition pa sila. What do you have to say about that, Senator? That electoral calculus, the Solid South fear factor, if I can put it that way.
Ito po, no? Valid po yung ganyang concern. Kaya nga ang proposition ko is why not magkaroon ka ng recess 2 weeks before itong impeachment trial, ano? 2 weeks before the election day, mag-recess kayo to assess all the evidence in preparation for the verdict. Then you can have the verdict 2 weeks after election day. So, in which case, hindi ka tatamaan. Di ba? Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo, kunyari, ikaw re-electionist ka, nag-convict ka, by then, tapos na eleksyon. Hindi ka natatamaan. Ngayon, yung iba naman, sasabihin mo ay future elections, tatamaan ka. But then, subukan mo rin mag-acquit kung hindi ka tinamaan din ng solid north. So way ka ng ano dito. 'Di ba? But sabi ko nga, if the evidence is overwhelming, makikita mo tapos yung taong bayan na-convince at namulat, ano 'yan? The decision would be easier for the national politician. Doing the right thing can be forgiven, 'di
Sure.
ba? Forgiven by the electorate kasi hindi naman ano 'yan.
Interesting, Senator. Kasi you're introducing some new procedural recommendations, if I can put it that way, or sequencing rather,
Yeah.
no? So, yung isang suggestion mo is, pwede naman i-divide yung daily work nila, especially with budget and all, dun sa proceedings ng impeachment. So, one as senator
Yes.
judge, one as senator, diba? And kung hindi ka
Mm.
naman candidate for next year's elections, I think you have a lot of time, right? And then yung
Yeah.
pangalawa, yung voting gawin mo after elections para hindi
2 weeks
magkakaroon ng
after the
electoral.
elections.
Two
Para
weeks
hindi ka
para hindi
tatamaan.
magkaroon ng backlash. But
Oo.
Senator, maybe this is a procedurally, flimsy question. Wala bang confidential voting? Kasi the reason I'm asking is in the US they do that, right? Because takot
Mhm.
sila kay Trump. The Republicans strictly conduct confident. I mean, like tago yung voting, like sorry, like anonymous, diba? You don't openly say who. Kaya they can elect Senate presidents who are not with Trump. So yun yung,
Okay.
is there a way to do that or introduce a new motion to make it confidential para hindi matakot yung iba?
Alam mo, maganda yan, Richard. And in fact, ganyan ang ginawa namin in a few of the motions doon sa Corona impeachment. Nagkaroon kami ng executive session and hindi nalaman ng publiko yung mga botohan doon, sino yung nagboto sa hindi. Pwede yan. At lahat yan, yung procedure ng voting, kasi ganito, no? Normally lang kasi, while theoretically, pwede nilang i-propose yan, pag-decide yung mga senator judges na, sige, let's do the secret voting. Pero later on, pagka nakita nilang overwhelming yung evidence, tapos yung suporta ng publiko, uh, for conviction, for example, siyempre yung mga senador gusto nilang makita na ano sila, kumbaga for posterity, ma-record yung kanilang judgment para lang ma-explain nila. Kaya naman nag-explain ng vote. So yan yon. Pero yung sinasabi mo, ando doon yan. The senator judges can actually decide on anything. They can decide na they can do the everyday hearings. They can decide to terminate the impeachment trial on this date, on that date. Tapos yung botohan, after that, the mode of voting, pwede lahat yan. So, ano
Diba?
nga
I mean,
yan?
that's my suggestion. You have to
Yeah.
be, because we saw that in the US dahil natatakot yung
Yeah.
mga Republicans kay Trump kasi he calls
Mm.
you out. Secret ballot na lang ginawa nila. And since mahilig naman mag-confidential fund, edi mag-confidential vote tayo para balance, diba?
Yeah. So, okay yan. Magandang ano yan, magandang suggestion yan. Pero ang dito kasi siyempre gustong malaman ng kaalyado ng both sides kung sino, kung saan nagboto yung kanilang mga kakampi, no? Para matulungan nila or ma-cancel nila. Ika nga. So, but theoretically pwede yan. Ngayon, going back do sa timing, alam nyo, mabilis lang ang hearings ng impeachment. Sa korte kasi, hinahambing nila sa korte, regular courts na they will be given 15 days, tapos ang resetting ng hearings parang once every 3 months, once every 2 months. Tapos pagka hindi available yung abogado mo, they can file for another resetting. Ang daming reasons. Dito hindi. Every day, pupunta ka, you have to be prepared. When it's your turn, you have to present your case. At kaya mabilis matapos, madidetermine mo kagad kung hanggang kailan matatapos to. Kasi doon na yan, doon sa mga pre-trial proceedings, lalabas o yung prosecution, ipe-present nila ito. Ito ang kailangan namin na hearing dates, ito yung mga witnesses namin. So, ganun din naman sa defense. So, kaya na-set namin beforehand kung ano ang ang ending nitong kung kailan mag-e-end yung impeachment trial.
Yeah,
No?
for some reason nawala yung audio ko bigla dun sa Facebook. Sabi ng tao, baka confidential na rin yung conversation natin. Itong dalawa na naman,
I,
conspiracy na naman. Yes,
ano
Senator.
ko lang Richard Okay. Yung kasing sinasabi nga ng iba palagi na may recess na, may kampanya na. Okay. Yung kampanya na yon, that's for the senator hat, no? Pero as the senator judge, pwede nila magsabing na dire-diretso sila during the campaign. Ngayon, what happens to those senators who are campaigning? They can make use of this impeachment trial as a platform. Free publicity to. Alam mo, ang
Ang
parang
Quadcom, di
teleserye.
ba? Yung Quadcom, Netflix na eh.
Yes.
Grabe yung
Oo.
viewership nila.
Yes. Pero compared to an impeachment trial, mas ano to, kasi free TV ito. Lalabas ito sa TV ng yung regular TV channels. So mas makikita to, mapapanood to ng publiko. Kaya nga if the truth is on your side, talagang kumpiyansa ka na eventually people will be enlightened, makokonvince sila, tapos they will ride on to that conviction wagon. So, ganun din yung mga kandidato, they can use this for exposure. Kaya ngayon kung gusto man nila may event sila sa somewhere, pwede rin mag-agree sila na they can be absent physically sa impeachment court pero they can monitor it electronically para makakapagkampanya pa rin sila. Maraming flexibility dito.
Ang bait natin, Senator, no? We're thinking for all of their interest. Siguraduhin natin secret ballot para walang bookingan. Gandahin
Yeah.
natin ang presentation para free. Like, di ba? Like, we are the most
Yeah.
considerate
Oh,
citizens. Like, eto na lang kayo. Basta just put your pen to the paper and vote, with your
yeah.
conscience and the evidence. Kasi I'm just trying to show to people na pag tayo nagsasalita about this issue, hindi tayo bara-bara. Inisip natin lahat ng mga
Mm.
factors. And you, because
Yeah.
you're a former senator, you were there in the impeachment process, you understand this sensitivity. So I'm glad that you recognize that. Kasi for me, malaking factor talaga sa tingin ko yung takot nila sa Solid South. Because they saw in BBM's number and Romualdez number really low in Mindanao, no? Barely a quarter. And that affected their number significantly. So siguro natakot yung iba, and naintindihan ko yan. By the way, Senator, may konting marites, hindi yung kay Maris and yung
Yeah.
marites sa Senate leadership. Ano na naman ang drama? Ang gulo ng Senate. Yung panahon nyo, parang stable lang Senate. Magulo si President. Ngayon, medyo okay yung President. Magulo yung Senado. What's going on?
Ang ang ano kasi, pagka solid yung majority, pag may super majority yan, stable yan. Ang problema kasi nito, marginal yung majority, which is 13 votes. Biruin nyo, yung Senate President would actually need to vote for himself para lang makuha yung 13. Kaya ngayon ganon. It can swing one way or the other. But ang masasabi ko lang dyan, having seen some Senate leadership changes when I was still in the Senate, masasabi natin, yung mga yan, independent yan kung anong issue sa labas. I'm not saying independent siya from any issue sa labas, but pagka meron ka ng 13, you go. regardless of the motivations, regardless of the reasons. Ganon. Pagka nakakuha ka ng 13, pasok ka. So, hindi yan maintindihan ng public at large na and they will tend to assume na ito to, this is in connection with the impeachment, ganito, for or against. Pero hindi. Actually, it can be a reason kung bakit nagkaroon ng disgusto from some of the senators. But still, at the end of the day, kung may 13 ka, kahit na very peaceful day, very peaceful yung kumbaga situation outside the political environment. Pero pagka merong nagtampo lang about the committee chairmanship or yung ganito, tapos nangalampag siya, meron mga hindi binibigyan ng mga perks and privileges, kahit parking, sabihin mo na, ayun na, pwede na, 30 na yan. Then you just wake up bago na yung Senate President. Ano yan, I'm just citing na parang I may come off na parang tinitrivialize ko yung
No, no, what you're
Senate
saying is
leadership
that may
change.
paraan talaga. Ang gusto may paraan. Yun yung sinasabi ni Congressman Percy. Kung may gusto,
Ah,
gusto para may paraan talaga. There's many way to make this
yeah.
work. Sir, I wanna get back again to this issue because another thing is, I mean, may leverage ang presidente, right? I mean, we don't have to spell out the
Yes.
whole thing.
Mm.
Another aspect of this leverage is also that Senate president could become the next vice president. 'Di ba? Kung natanggal yung vice presidente, may sa pagkaalam ko hindi automatic yung process eh. So the president will have a say whether it's the speaker of the house, whether it's the Senate president. And then some of these senators are actually also running. Obviously, this is the number one leverage we always talk about. Kailangan nilang suporta ng admin. Well, I'll tell you what, Senator, there are a couple of people that were running, at least one is running under the admin, pero ngayon purong pahapyaw na and ano na naman, nagdidigong-digongan na naman, anong tawag dyan, recidivist, may mga recidivist element tayo dyan. Don't you think BBM should a little bit tighten the screws and I mean it in a democratic way? I mean, what's the point
Yeah.
of running with admin if you're not doing the right thing and you're actually helping the other side?
Okay. Alam nyo maraming yung mga cynics natin mga or mga skeptics ay tinitignan yung mga statements. Pero sa ganyan, meron yan silang audience. May yung mga master politicians nagpo-project sila ng ganito, pero ang audience nila actually yung presidente. Na wag mo kong i-automatic. You need to talk to me. Parang ganon. Yung mga master sa leveraging, ganyan yung mga estilo nila. Kumaga, they're not going to give their votes for free. That's posturing, leveraging, ganon yon. Kaya nga,
Negosyante,
yung
I
mga,
think ang tawag dyan, negosyante.
oo. So, kaya nga sinasabi ko, hindi nyo binibilang yan based on those statements. Kasi wala namang etched in stone na boto at this point except yung talagang talagang mga kasabwat or pangit kasabwat, kaalyado in the extreme sense. So yun nga, you can identify Bongo, Bato, and Robin Padilla. So sila yung kaalyado, wag
Kasabwat
muna.
talaga eh. Kasabwat yung isa
Oh,
doon talaga.
oh, don't dream of turning them kahit na yung evidence overwhelming. Hindi na yan. Doon na yan. They will live and die with that acquittal. Ngayon, bibilangin mo rin yung mga hard na conviction. Titignan mo yon. Tapos meron yung mga undecided or leaning conviction this early. This early, pag nakita mo, ito yung evidence, okay. Pag na-present nyo na yan, di mas madali na pag nakita na ay maliwanag, mahirap mag-acquit at this point. So, ngayon doon mo na ngayon papasok yung mga negotiations, mga leveraging. Sabi ko nga, yung mga nagsasabing lahat 'yan. Meron pa nga nung sa corona impeachment, talagang lahat ng motion ng defense, talagang sinusuportahan niya all throughout. Pero yun ang huli, nag-convict. Di ba? So, yun lang yun. Yun yung mga master na politician na
I think
talagang
Senator Trillanes, I think that's called the art of the deal. The art of the deal. I think
So,
nagigets ng tao what's going on
oh,
there.
makukuha nila the harder yung position ngayon. Ibig sabihin nun, the higher the transactional price. Di ba? Oh, if you're willing to give that, you can get their vote. Pero tama yung sinasabi mo kanina, Richard, na yung leverage ng isang sitting president with 3 full years left, eh mabigat yon. Etong mga ito ba, are they ready to be an oppositionist na maiipit sila at every turn? Kung ano yung mga vested interest nila, mga business interest nila o kung ano man, o tatakbo sila later on, kailangan mag-isip sila na malalim. Hindi ganun kadali maging oppositionista. At baka dumating yung point na dumating yung negotiating position na it's either you are with me or against me. If you're against me, ito yung consequence. Di ba? So, yun yung i-consider ng mga master politicians na sinasabi ko.
Okay, I think gets na lahat yung art of the deal ng one side. Now, well, how should I put it? We have one problem, right, Senator Trillanes? That's how you would do it if you were the president. That's how I would have done it if I were the president in my own way. Except we have a president who I don't know how to put it. Again, I know maybe he's trying to have plausible deniability and everything like that. But honest, I don't know your stance. Pero ako, I was critical of him openly coming out in a nonchalant way saying, ay, hindi, wag na yung impeachment na yan. Like, obviously, I know he wants to distance himself.
Yeah.
Yung kunyaring leak. But in a way, it kind of also undermined the momentum. And I would put it also this way, binigyan niya ng excuse yung mga naghahanap ng excuse. Presidente nga, ayun na impeachment, pipilitin niya. And remember, you were talking about that religious sect. That religious group said, literally what they said is, sang-ayon kami sa presidente na essentially hindi sang-ayon sa impeachment. So, for me, he unintentionally, I don't think that was, I think he inadvertently gave an excuse dun sa mga naghahanap ng excuse. Even though naintindihan ko, iba yung intention ni BBM. So, I don't know what's your stance on that, Senator Trillanes, but I was not happy with. I felt he could have done it better. Yun lang.
So, okay, let's address that first. Alam mo, yung sinabi kasi 'di ba itong sinasabi ng ng INC. By the way, the INC has a very strong lobby. Ano yan, hindi mo yan pwedeng ismulin, hindi mo yan pwedeng i-disregard. So, but ultimately, and having dealt with them before, ang kanila is yung interest ng kanilang uh, church, yung kanilang iglesia. So, pagka hindi naman nag-infringe yung mga polisiya doon, okay lang sila. Kumbaga, basta it's done the right way, walang issue doon. And I don't think that changed. Hindi ito parang yung pinoproject din ng mga Christians, ano, yung mga Katoliko na binabadmouth na yung iglesia na bakit naghimasok. Hindi pa. Kasi mga komentarista pa lang naman yung nagsasalita. At ito yan, dun sa messaging na sinasabi mo na sinusuportahan namin yung presidente na sinabi niya na ayaw na impeachment. Okay. Yung ganun statement din, sabihin nun, yung mga pupunta sa rally, if ever that happens, hindi sila galit kay presidente, hindi nila patatalsikin. So hindi mo rin pwedeng i-switch yon into a mob that would oust the president. Kasi
Yung
ang
position as
critics,
being with the president. Yeah.
oo,
It's quite a radical shift. Yeah.
oo, hindi pwedeng ano yon. Kaya pagka biglang inano yon, ina-agitate at biglang ginamit na mob, teka, magtatanungin sila, we're here to support the president. So, hindi mo rin pwedeng gamitin. So, yan yon. Kaya dun sa mga medyo maiinit din ang ulo sa INC kaagad, ano yan, hindi naman yan yung desisyon ng buong iglesia nila na susuportahan si Sara. Hindi, no? Sa kanila is
Wala
yung
pa tayong
interest
nakita, di ba,
nila.
Senator? We haven't seen people
Oh,
power or chapters mobilizing. I mean, I
wala
don't
pa.
see an indicate. I think
Oo.
I see your point. What you're saying is that signaling ang nangyari dito essentially. Signaling. Nagsisignal ang iba't ibang grupo. There's still room
Oo.
for conversation. But I want to go to the last part of our conversation, Senator, and I think this part is also very important. Don't worry, pupuntahan natin si Sarah Reid. I have some very serious questions also on implication if she's the next president or even as vice president. Now, sa tingin niyo ba, Justice, should the opposition also mobilize their own people power and show force? Kasi Catholic Church, in one way or another, we know where they stand in terms of good governance, ganun. Do you think it's important for other groups to also mobilize civil society groups? And not to mention, baka ito ang maging pagkakataon ng totoong opposition, genuine opposition, to actually build up its momentum, 'di ba? Ito yung pwedeng rallying cry, 'di ba? Kasi yung pink movement parang medyo nawala eh. Pero alam natin nandyan pa rin 'yan, but you need a rallying point, 'di ba? May pivot ka eh. Do you think this issue could be that? Kasi obviously yung kabila, kung ano-anong people power ang ginagawa nila, obviously walang masyadong laman, walang drone footage. But at least they're trying. What I'm saying is that hindi ba kailangan yung genuine opposition do its own more genuine people power, talaga show force so that si BBM and the other senators also feel more confident to do the right thing.
I totally agree. And let me tell you now that that activity is in the works. Pero January na ito. Pero hindi lang ito ang pagkilos ng mga genuine opposition. Kung hindi, the pro-impeachment groups. So hindi lang kung sino man, kung come one, come all, basta pro-impeachment ka, para maliwanag yung mensahe at mas lalawak yung hanay. Para dito makita nung mga senador na okay, at least malaki-laki yung suporta ng pro-impeachment. So ando doon yan, in the works yan. At part yan ng mga ina-assess ng mga senator judges kung asan yung manifestations of support or non-support. So, titignan natin. Yeah.
Very interesting point na you also raised that, no. So just to confirm, it's in the works somewhere perhaps mid-January or something like that, more or less
Yeah.
first into a new year, no. Kasi para sa akin mahalaga yan, di ba? Optics matter, that you show
Yeah.
force na hindi lang isang side. Now to the last part of our conversation, Senator, so you have people like well, if I don't ask this question, so dalawa sila, di ba? Dalawa yung spokesman ni Digong na dapat natin pag-usapan parate. Una-una,
Mm.
wala na daw sa Abu Dhabi yung isa. Ang I'm hearing Dubai, I'm hearing Morocco. Ano ba alam natin, Justice? Ano update natin dyan sa ex-human rights lawyer natin? Ano bang latest geolocation niya?
Ang last we heard ay nag-a-attempt siya kumuha ng asylum from either Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Pero unfortunately, hindi siya nabibigyan. Kaya he needs to go elsewhere kung saan siya mabibigyan ng asylum.
At kung saan
Ah,
walang extradition, walang extradition.
oo, non-next edition. Pero actually pinapalalim niya yung hukay niya eh kasi he's a lawyer. He could have legally gotten away with yung kung ano man yung kinakaharap niya kaso ano alam mo ano kasi siya naging toxic na siya masyado kaya lalong lumalim yung atraso niya. So yun yung
Yeah,
kanina nangyari.
I'm just asking. Kasi lahat ng tinabati si General Torre, we had him on this show, and tinanong ko siya about the whole drama in the Congress. Tinanong ko, meron
Mm.
bang lie detector testing? Kasi ang daming test daw ginawa sa
Yeah.
patients. Kasama pang lie detector test.
Oo.
Tapos, tinanong ko sa kanya, tuloy pa rin, General, tuloy pa rin yung manhunt for former. Ganun. Sabi niya, Richard, can you clarify the manhunt? Sabi ko, ginamit yung term manhunt. I mean, hindi niya naman.
Manhunt.
Wala na yung conversation. Kasi,
Ano siya?
Sunny, naiinit
Um,
ako kasi nag-live din siya every night.
oo.
Natatakot kami, inagawa na kami ng audience. So sabi ko, hanapin nyo nga yung manhunt na, ay, yung manhunt nyo na nga yan. Now, let's go to the other presidential spokesman na
Yeah.
mukhang tuwan-tuwa nowadays. Blooming siya, di ba? Very blooming. Chill-chill lang dahil wala na yung karibal niya. Panelo, our good
Yeah.
friend. Pwede ka nakita sa mall dito. Minsan, nagtitinginan kami. Hindi tayo mag-hi. Ito si Panelo. Medyo malikot siya mag-isip, no? I mean, malikot din siya magsalita. He openly is saying na may agitations inside the military. Openly, he's talking about, he's speculating about potentially, destabilize. Is that, is that okay? I mean, why would he even do that? I mean, anong pinagsasabi niya sa military na maraming hindi natutuwa? Anong pinagsasabi niya?
Ah, well, una-una, si Panelo is a clown, ano? At he's a propagandist. He's a propagandist, kaya he's doing his thing. Pero one of these days, he will cross that line. Kasi dati hindi ini-ignore siya eh. Pero one of these days, itong agitation niya na yan would cross a line at yun na ngayon, he will be facing legal cases of his own once he does that. So ako hindi ko nga ano eh, hindi I don't mind his statements. Nagtataka din ako sa media bakit kino-quote pa siya kasi hindi naman yan may deniability. Ni Digong wala naman ako sinabing ganyan. Kumbaga ano lang ito eh, mga propagandist who just say things kung anong pwede to further their agenda. So, yun.
Could
Yun ang
it
tingin
could
ko sa
cross
kanya.
into incitement. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yes.
for me, what the heck is he trying to do, 'di ba? Although aminado siya, lima lang sigurado sila will side with them in the Senate. So he's open to the idea that three or four senators may eventually go to the other side and seal the deal. Why would Panelo say that? Is it because he's smart or not smart? Like, bakit niya aminin na lima lang talaga masisecure? Pinangalan pa niya, 2 bilyar, isang Bongo, isang...
Hindi
Like,
naman. Actually, naging cryptic siya. 5 yung pinangalanan niya, but he's saying na marami daw. Pero ano yan, bluff yan eh. Bluff yung mga yan. Alam mo, kumbaga, if you would give credence to his statements, talagang ano ka na eh. Um, may problema na sa'yo. There's something wrong with you pag binigyan mo ng
lang, Senator.
credence. Yan yan.
Bakit
So,
sineryoso ko siya? I mean, I have all his footages and videos na incitement.
oo.
Sabi ko, saan niya kinuha yung intel niya?
Pero ilang beses na nasunog yan si Panelo. But ano eh, kaya nga ano na siya eh, hindi dapat siya binibigyan ng weight. Pero yung sinasabi kasi dito, at the starting gate, okay, may mga leaning acquittal, may definite acquittal, may mga leaning conviction, tsaka mga definite conviction. So, yun na ngayon. That's the starting point. Then the negotiations would start from there. Pero the evidence will help ease itong mga ganito. Kasi kung maliwanag na sambayan na talagang she has committed an impeachable offense and they're convinced that she deserves to be removed from office, aba, kung ikaw ay national representative, mahirap sumalungat doon. But still, they would ask for concessions. At kung kaya naman ibigay mo for the larger political interest. Ngayon, ganito, no? For the, meron kasing mga tao na who assumes that they're living in a perfect political world na parang bakit may ganito, bakit may concessions. Para lang malaman nila, 'di ba nung kay Abraham Lincoln nung pinasa niya yung abolition of slavery,
Right.
nag-concessions din siya.
To the
Hindi din,
Democrats back then, yeah.
oo, pinush niya yon kasi yung larger interest, yung cause, 'di ba? Yung pinupush niya na advocacy is larger than a few appointments here and there, kung ano man. Pati nga yung pork barrel na uso kay Abraham Lincoln eh. Kasi kumbaga, if you focus on the national interest, then ganun yon. Those are small prices to pay. Di
Pudding, you
ba?
have to schmooze it a
Oh,
little bit. Of course, we're going to the last part, going full circle back to you to Sara Duterte, your favorite politician. Because I want to remind people what are the stakes here, and if this doesn't work, yari lahat. But Senator, I actually disagree with you. I think the media should interview Panelo so much so until he crosses a threshold and then magkita-kita na sila sa Dubai or Marrakesh. Like malapit na rin papunta sa Dubai ito eh. Baka siya pa yung bibigyan ng asylum ng Dubai.
asylum.
Magka-compete sila. That would be quite something. Now, let's talk about Sara
Yeah.
Duterte.
Yes.
Para na akong Sara, biglang serious na. Hindi na ako biglang serious mode. Ay, nakakaawa itong mga topics natin. Yung nakawa tayo sa mga subjects of analysis natin. No, speaking of Sara Duterte, obviously, maybe it's a bit awkward racing this with you, Senator, but
Yeah.
when the martial law, the 6-hour martial law was declared in South Korea,
Mhm.
I was talking to my South Korean friends and all of that. Of course, the next day they were saying at least nakita natin yung strength of our democracy, lumaban ng parliament, lumaban ng ganyan. But nevertheless, crazy yun, di ba? For a South Korean president to
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
could pull off what they were doing in the 70s and
Mm.
80s. And then I would wonder, like, wait, what if Sarah is the president? Do you think she will also pull that and make sure, and maybe in her case, she could be more successful? What do you think? Because, I'm just saying, we are in a crazy world, right? Anything can happen. I mean, this is South Korea, one of the most prosperous and successful democracies.
Yeah, alam mo yun, that's one of the possibilities. Pero ito yan, Richard. Kung maka kung mag-assume si Sara ng presidency by kung ano man ang mangyari kay President Marcos, she is eligible to run for re-election in 2028.
Agad
So
yan.
she may not need
Oo.
to do those things, no, para ma-extend siya. Bata pa itong mga ito. Tapos na-imagine mo, ilang years of Sara, 9 years of Sara, then you have
Defense,
Pulong,
Defense
di ba?
Secretary. Handa, patayin lahat ng
Oo.
mayroon. Ano
Oh,
daw?
may basti pa. So kumbaga, you'd probably have 24 years of the Duterte family. By then, bata pa rin sila, mga nasa late 60s pa lang sila. Yon talagang by then banana republic na talaga tayo. Pero yung point mo kanina, Richard, you can pursue both criminal investigation and the impeachment. So pwede siyang kasuhan. Ang maganda lang kasi dito sa impeachment, nakikita nung taong bayan yung ebidensya laban sa kanya. Kasi pagka criminal investigations lang, biglang lalabas na yung warrant, magkakaroon pa ng simpatiya. No, bakit nyo kukulong, ganyan, ganyan. 'Di ba? Pwede kasi yan to follow or concurrent. 'Di ba? Kung current siya, anyway, pagka na-impeach na, nakita na ng taong bayan, grabe pala yung ginawa nito ni Sara, karapat dapat lang na makulong siya, parang ganon. Oh, kasi yun naman yung political component. Remember, this family magaling ito mag-manipulate ng emotions ng taong bayan. They can deceive people, no? Master sa pagbubudol itong mga ito.
Hindi lang
Mm.
siya, pati si Bato, ang tawag ko dyan, Davao School of Drama and Arts. Kasi dalawa yun eh. May Davao School of Constitutional Law, yung naalala mo yung kay Kibol. Wala kayong warrant of, parang warrant of arrest, pero hindi search warrant. Kaya hindi kayo pwede pumasok. Naalala mo yung ganon, di ba?
Suddenly, mga legal experts, ang mga human rights, ano sila, no?
Oo, like
Mga
parang oh,
constitutionalist eh.
indigenous
Hmm?
rights na daw dito. Kaya si General Torre, hindi. Hindi. I can, like, you can imagine, like, medyo kakaiba
Yeah.
yung mga kaibigan natin dyan. Uh,
Mhm.
but I want you, so in short, yan ang sinasabi ko eh. Actually, you can have a situation whereby the impeachment proceeding, even if it fails, I'm talking about
Yeah.
like scenario two, right? Even
Yeah.
if it fails, it creates sufficient transparency. Kitang-kita ng tao, yung baho
Yeah.
ng sistema, kitang-kita ng tao, yung mga, kababalakan. So, even if mag-fail ito dahil lang namumulitika yung mga ibang senador, namumulitika yung ibang congressman dahil inuunan nila yung interest nila or takot lang sila, mamaya, pag pumasok yung legal process naman, which could also lead to disqualification, at least, magka-complement sila.
Yeah.
In a sense, di ba? Now, I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen. Ang sinasabi ko is, yung mga cynic, hindi lang yung mga skeptical, ay, walang mangyari yan. Ang sinasabi ko dito is, marami pang scenario kung saan may measure of accountability pa rin ang pwede mangyari. Na kumbaga,
Yes.
it's not an all or, it's a zero or all kind of situation. Having said that, Senator, there could be also a worst case scenario whereby everything will run out of steam. Masyadong conflict avoidant yung isa, masyadong takot yung isa, magulo yung Senado, hindi lang ma-put together. Who knows? Kanina may chismis pa sa akin, baka pati nga sa Kongreso, wala silang 106 votes. I don't know, maybe you know better than me.
Yeah.
You,
Oh.
I want you to lay out to people, and before I know you're going to question the assumption, but I want you also to lay out people, Senator, especially itong mga kaibigan natin na never Marcos. Let's just put it that way, right? I agree with them. Now we need accountability for Marcoses, dictatorship, whatever, everything. But just remind them, ano yung maging iba if you have a Duterte administration again versus status quo? Because ang rhetoric dyan is pare-parehas lang naman yan. Let them destroy each other. Let's just popcorn and di ba yun ang
Yeah.
post mo, Senator? We're not gonna do popcorns. The stakes are
Yeah.
too higher to do popcorns.
And I think at this point in time, nahihiya na rin sila sa sarili nila dun sa position na yon. Yung passive position na yon, it's not selling. Kasi dito, it's either if you sit on the fence, then you are a passive Duterte supporter.
Enabler.
Ganun yan.
Enabler.
Uh, yeah. So there are no ways about it. Talagang ganun ang kalalabasan nun. Ngayon, ah, ang ang gusto ko naman na point doon sa earlier ano mo na position mo, Richard,
Yung
na ito
scenarios.
ito yung gagawin probably natin, pero bakit itong presidente medyo conflict ano no may conflict aversion
Yeah.
ngayon. Pero ito yan, Richard, 'di ba? Noong una ayaw yung ang projection is ayaw yung ICC, but here we are. Noong una ayaw yung impeachment, but here we are. Kumbaga, probably is it pwede mo ba masabi na ganun yung kanyang style? Di ba? Ganun yung kanyang style, but he gets the job done anyway.
Slow but
Because
sure.
remember,
Slow but surely,
yeah,
parang ganun.
yeah. But ako, at this point in time, I'm not going to question his wisdom because this president back in 1986 found himself hold of the country in a C-130. Nakaupo siya sa bench sa C-130 for long haul flight yan. Tapos ngayon presidente siya ng Pilipinas. So probably in his mind and at least based on the fact that he's president, he's doing something right. Di ba? So kung yung approach na yun worked for him all these decades, so yun yung kanyang go-to move, so to speak.
But
But
that's where,
bottom line,
Senator, I think that's precisely my concern, no? Na dahil nag-work itong, let's just call it the cautious approach, right? Let's
mhm,
just say, okay, let's go. The Fox approach has worked so good. Biggest margin ever. Bigger
yeah,
almost than his dad, right? I mean, since
yeah.
inside, if you're in BBM's shoes, you'll say, bakit yung kine-question? Ako, napaka-successful kong politician, right? Imagine from -10, I came all the way here and still I have majority support. Even yung ibang dilawan nga, okay na sa akin ngayon, the world. I get it, but ang worry ko kasi dyan, Senators, that's precisely where baka he might go wrong this time. That this time might be different, that he needs to level up. Remember, Machiavelli said, you have to be a fox, but you also
Yeah.
have to be a lion. So once in a while,
But
kailangan natin yung tigre ng norte ay magpakita. Yun ang
okay,
sabi
pero
ko.
ito nga, that's precisely my point, Richard. Yung public projection is the facts. Pero ito tingnan mo, if you would dissect just a bit deeper, anong palagay mo dun sa ginagawa nitong Quadcom and all of that?
Sure.
House yan eh. That's the lion part. 'Di ba? That's what I'm saying.
Basta
Hindi lang
na-contract out yung lion.
hindi lang siya yung conflict averse. Conflict averse projection wise. Pero the lion is there. Kumbaga, ang hindi lang ito, one entity siya. Hindi lang yung siya per se, but the whole apparatus of the government. So, ando doon na yung lion. Kasi hindi naman nangyayari yan in a vacuum. Kasi we know that yung house is practically the an extension of the office of the president. So these things are happening because it was allowed to happen, 'di ba? Kaya 'yun ang kailangan nating tignan doon. Kaya ako yung palaging sinasabi, he would say what he needs to say, but he would do what he needs to do. And hopefully, let's hope na ganun ang mangyari. 'Di
Parang,
ba?
Eto, Senator, I know naging zoology, pero parang nangyari dito is medyo fox, tapos medyo fox rin. No, the reason I'm saying this, Senator, is because we had like a King Kong for 6 years. No offense to King Kong. I
Yeah.
don't know what animal ito. Di ba, for 6 years? Ganun.
Yeah.
Anak niya
Oh.
ngayon, nakakalat na. I'm just
Mm.
saying, when you're up against that, as an Ilocano, I want a little bit of tigre also being shown, di ba? Once in a while.
Yeah.
For public also, kasi the lion is not only the iron fist from behind. The lion is also roaring. Okay,
Mm.
he has to roar once in a while. Yun ang point ko. Kasi in fairness, sa West Philippine Sea, he's roaring, right?
Yeah.
Very clear. So we saw his lion side already, or tigre side already on West Philippine Sea issue. But as I always said, Senator, I love having you on this show because your perspective is really unique. And it's unique in a way that it comes from your experience. It also comes from a lot of intelligence information that obviously you cannot share everything in public. So I get where you're coming from, Senator. Ang akin lang, Senator, is
Yeah.
from the outside, ang tingin ng iba, he has to also roar once in a while in the public. Kasi hindi siya in a vacuum eh. Ang kalaban niya, di ba? Pag ang kalaban mo ganyan, you have to a little bit, roar once in a while. Yun lang sinasabi ko. In
Ako,
the North,
I agree, Richard. Ako, I agree. I agree. Talagang, alam mo, I can imagine, di ba? If we were in his shoes, we would do things differently. But um, fortunately or unfortunately for him, that is his go-to move, ika nga. Yung instincts niya, ganon. Whether that would work this time, let's certainly hope so for the sake of our country, di ba? But I think hindi siya passive because things are happening on the ground
yes,
na
I
hindi
agree.
mo nakikita yung necessarily yung ano niya.
Well, sinabi naman ni Sarah
Fingerprints.
Sarah, binubuking ni Sarah na ano lang, kunyari lang mga yan, but they really want to take me down. But on that note, Senator, how is your mayoral race? How can people help you with that? Kasi essentially, this whole conversation past hour was, how can
Yeah.
people be helpful or at least not be nega on something as important as accountability? What
Mhm.
else they should do to help, progressive leaders like you, Senator? Kamusta yung race sa Caloocan?
It's getting ano no very very interesting. I think the race is tightening. I started off at 8%. Back in October, nasa 40s na ako. So we're hoping that by January is either tabla na o baka lamang na eh. So it's getting tight and we have lots of time left to win this thing. So maganda yung response ng tao at maganda yung numbers at so yung mga pinks no now who still want to help the progressive leaders, they can just pass the word at marami naman taga-Caloocan din na pinks, di ba? Yun lang mga na ano nun, mga dyan na nagtampo at some point. At the same time, at the end of the day, they're faced with two options. The incumbent or this new guy who promises change for Caloocan. So, ganun lang yan. Mm.
Salamat, Senator. Yeah, I think the whole point of this conversation is maybe instead of just popcorns, help with accountability, help good mayors, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
actually, my chance, my opportunity, and then
Mm.
in all due respect to our great president, maybe the Tiger Fox might work. Never know. Greatest comeback. So, marami na magagalit sa Trump impression natin. Thank you so much, Senator. Hope to catch up with you soon in person, sana, either year-end there or start of the new year. Sana, I think people would love to see us again in person together and all. So I'm arranging separately. And hopefully we can bring in sila Ronald, ganun, para makulit tayong lahat. At yung mga ayaw natin sabihin, si Ronald na lang magsalita. Siya na mapapawag natin.
Sige, sige.
Salamat.
Oh,
God bless.
maraming salamat,
Of
Richard.
course, as always. Ang ganda ng response, by the way. Ang dami makulit dito. Ang dami nagka-comment din. Our mayor, Blue Heart. Yung ba yung ano mo? Blue Heart? Blue ba yung color ng ano mo? Ayun po.
Yes, yes.
Mukhang hindi naman troll farm. Mukhang legit naman. Sige, talk to you po. God bless,
Thank
Senator.
you. Bye.
As always.